Hey everyone, welcome back to another Alliance War video. This is Season 40, War 9, and we're up against X-K9. A bit of a spoiler here. Why am I revealing the final scores of this war? It's because I wanted to go over a few things before I started this video, before we get into the fights. And by the way, this was a crazy war for me. So many times where I should have died. I misplayed a bunch of things, and it's just a wild ride. Definitely looking forward to going over those fights, but yeah, so we lost 2-1 to X-K9, and it sucks to lose, but I'm so proud of this alliance and really being able to take it to two of the top alliances in the game. Last war, Noon, and then this one, X-K9, putting up two death clears in a row. And, we're trying to look at this as a positive thing. X-K9 is such a good alliance. They're so skilled. They have, big defenses it was tough for us to navigate. Unfortunately, they do shell and feel the need to beat up a bunch of tier 2 alliances at the beginning of the season, which I just don't understand. Maybe for other alliances that maybe don't have top of masters aspirations and are just trying to squeak in, even then there's no real excuse for it. Morally, it is a wrong thing to do. You're gaining an unfair advantage. But I just don't understand it with X-K9 because they're so good. They're really, really good. But no one will ever, they'll never be on the same level as alliances like GT40, John, New Nation, Salty, right? Who do what they're doing, but cleanly, without shelling. Yeah, it just sucks because no one is ever going to respect X-K9. I hope I don't sound like a sore loser. I really am happy with our performance this war, and I'm trying to look at that. But I don't know. I guess if the alliance and the members of that alliance are okay with the trade-off of, yes, you get those easier matchups at the beginning and you're more likely to get the rewards that you want for less effort, but like I said, it's a trade-off. The trade-off is no one likes you and no one respects you. No one respects you as a top alliance. You're always just going to be known as one of those Masters alliances that shells. Maybe one day things will change and that alliance will stop doing those things and will really make a name for themselves as a top alliance war alliance. But as of right now, it's no one is putting them at the top because of the early advantages they get. So they have less pressure on themselves to have a winning record, and they have to be consistently good through less wars. So yeah, it just kind of sucks. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and get into these fights. The first one I have here is America Chavez on Node 2 in Path 5. Somehow this was the least sketchy fight that I took this war. It was an America Chavez, and this fight goes even worse than the last one I took because she just spammed heavies a lot. And there's really not much I can do about it. Typically, whenever you're holding block near her and she throws a heavy, you have the reaction time to try and punish it. But when you're trying to block bait and she throws them, it's really difficult to react in time and get in there to stop her from throwing the full heavy and getting those purple charges. So I'm basically just saying it's okay if she throws the entire heavy. I'm just going to deal with it. Hopefully, and if she gets the damage reflect, which she does very early here, it doesn't deal a lot of damage. I'm okay with just continuing what I'm doing, hit into her block, slowly whittle her down. She'll go down eventually. Ideally, I don't want her to throw a special 2, but I understand that she may get one. That's why I have an invuln boost on, and I'm going to dex early out of the 3 beams rather than later. So later I get hit with all 3. If I go early, maybe I only get hit with 1 or 2. So that is sort of the strategy here. I'm realizing that she's probably going to get to a special 2 here. And I'm just really relying on that invuln. I know I'll take some of the red damage still, but here I dex just a little bit early, take a little bit of a hit, but okay, it's not that bad, and I still have 2 indestructibles left. Oddly, I'm not worried at this point. It is annoying that as soon as I get rid of all of her dimensions, she goes and gets another one. But I'm still not worried. I'm not getting any power either, because every time she gets that purple dimension, she's like reducing my ability power rate. And I think reverses it at some point. Maybe she can reverse it with only 2. Maybe she needs 3. I can't remember. It's tough to tell. If she's reversing it, it's only by a little bit. So, and Valkyrie doesn't gain a lot of power to begin with on blocked hits. So, there she goes and gets more damage reflect. And, I'm not liking the situation here. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to eat another L2. But I don't think she ends up throwing it. Yeah, I just toss a special 1 into her block and she dies before I have to worry about it. So yeah, just happy to get out of that fight alive. And I was thinking, okay, that was probably one of the harder fights that I had. Hopefully the worst is behind me, right? Oh, it wasn't. It was not at all. So next up, we got this Nova on node 11, and I fought a Nova once before with Valkyrie, I think also on an ebb and flow node. I think it was in section 2. And Nova is annoying. He does like to stay open a lot, doesn't like to hold his block. And there's really no tell, too, because when he backs up, most champions will hold their block like you see he did there. But he just he'll stand open for most of the time, regardless if he's going to block when you dash in or if he's going to like try to intercept you. Yeah, and it was so annoying. It kept happening throughout the fight. As far as I know, there's no real way to like prevent it. I think at some point, I even tried the light attack whiff. Yeah, 2 in a row. He just goes to intercept. At some point, I tried the light attack whiff, and even that doesn't work. Yeah, this dude is just being hella annoying. Yeah, see how he's just standing there waiting for you to dash in so that he can get himself intercepted and auto block you. There I tried the light attack whiff, and it also doesn't work. So, or actually I couldn't tell if that worked or not, but in the fight I was like, oh no, it's not going to work. We're just not going to do that. And here I'm starting to get worried about his charges. Luckily, because he keeps auto blocking me and throwing like his special ones, he has to reach 75 to actually parry me from an auto block, and I don't think he ever reaches that. But I do start to get a little worried, like, oh no, I'm gonna get parried and take like a combo. If only there was like an easy way for me to gain some bulwarks, so that if he does parry me, I'll just hopefully shrug it. That would be super ideal if I could do that. Unfortunately, there's not like a super safe way to do it. I think at some point, though, where does it happen? Yeah, there you go. There's the bulwarks that I needed. Cool. That was an easy way of getting them. All I had to do was eat a special 1, lose all of my combo, and then boom. I don't think there's ever an opportunity I don't think he gets an opportunity to actually parry me. So, yeah, that fight was more annoying than it was scary. Like, my health didn't really drop up until the end, but it could have gone a lot worse than it did. Here was the scariest fight that I had before I entered it. I was super worried about this because this is Hazard Shift Magneto with one eye open. When I hit him, I'm taking a lot of damage, especially when I crit. I'm taking like 5% health, even when I'm using light attacks there. And the goal is to just spam my level 1 and regen. I have the nullify pre-fight just in case for like his unstoppables, but I have the distilled will one, which is going to allow me to regen a bunch of energy damage. And that's the plan. Drop the special 1 as he enters shock, and then I can hit him more or less the entire fight. And things are going like pretty well. I'm winning the health race. I'm animation canceling on my special 1. Even though I don't have poisons on, at this point, it's mainly just so I can have extra attack for each vial of might. After this fight, I actually talked with my alliance leader, Taters. Oh, yeah, that was dumb. I shouldn't have gone for an intercept, and then I get comboed there. But I talked with him afterwards, and I shouldn't have been animation canceling as much as I was, because once I had 8 vials of might, I was getting no more extra attack, and I could have been getting the passive regen to heal up instead of pausing like no poisons. But I do think it was a good idea to animation cancel. Up until I took that combo, maybe at some point I should have said, okay, let's try and actually regen some, but I forgot about it in the heat of the fight. So right here, I'm barely winning the health race. Luckily, during the bleed phase, I'm able to heal up a lot from that poison. All right, now take another opportunity. Yeah, just a lot of damage that I'm taking, even with the regen that I'm getting from the shocks. You know, he's clearly running like max despair or something, and it's stopping a lot of my healing. And even with the damage mitigation that I get from my awakened ability, I'm not healing from any of those shocks, you know, unless I had like 2 on, then maybe I'd heal a bit, but it is a little annoying. Am I net healing? No, I am definitely not net healing, especially when I had like 6 or 7 like I did then. And yeah, still winning this health race, but I know that if I do get hit again, comboed like I did earlier, it's over. So just playing it real safe, hoping he would back up a little. I get this reparry, and thank God down he goes. Yeah, at this point, I'm really shaken up. I've had 3 just fights that didn't go to plan, and I go into this fight, which I was already my alliance leader was already a little bit worried about, and I still have the poison suicide on. So right off the bat, I'm like, well, damn, that's gonna suck. Just thinking back on this fight, man, this was one of my worst Valkyrie fights ever. One thing that was a little bit out of my control was it's very difficult to tell when he's blocking and when he's not. He's very aggressive. He doesn't like to hold his block. So using Valkyrie was a little tougher than I thought it would be. When I did duels, it was easy, but War AI can do whatever it wants. So when he's in this Black Uru form, he is bleed immune. So the idea is I want to use my special 2 when he's out of that form. Also, the idea was that when I'm hitting into his block, I barely give him any power, so he's not going to have a chance to refine his forms. However, I keep accidentally hitting him, which is giving him MD power gain. And yeah, he refined his form one time, he refines it again. He's being super aggressive, just trying to hit my block to deal chip damage, because that's what the AI does. And this is not a great start, as you can see. But here, he leaves his form, but throws another special 1. And I want to say, yeah, I throw like a special 2. No, just keep giving him power from this. I throw the special 2 without really thinking, and yeah, it deals like a decent amount of damage, but I could have had more if he wasn't bleed immune. And that gives him enough power to refine his form again, so there's a lot of danger here. Just right now, I'm sitting here in the fight, and I'm thinking, why didn't I just listen to Taters and use Human Torch? Yeah, just really wish I had used Human Torch at this point with all the mistakes that I've already made. But now the only goal is, okay, get back to another special 2, throw it when he's not in that damn Black Uru form, and end this fight. Like, with the amount of damage I'm going to get, like, it should be plenty to kill or almost kill. And, you know, he's regenning back a bunch because he's annoying. And yeah, okay, so I have him out of his form, but unfortunately I'm not near my special 2 yet. He's going to get another special 1 off before then. And here I get hit again by a special 1. And I'm just looking at that poison taking me down. I'm thinking, oh no, I'm badly losing this. But at least I do have those 3 bulwarks again. Like I said, easy way to get those 3s, just get clapped at high combo. So here, I don't know why I didn't throw it right then. And yeah, I accidentally hit him again when I should have just thrown my special 2, but he's not giving me any openings. I think, yeah, he just doesn't want to hold block, even though I'm doing the dash back when they dash back thing. But here, he's not in Black Uru, though, so it kind of worked out. Now he's not bleed immune. I'm dealing a ton of damage. I'm able to nuke him down with that special 2. Oh, the amount of shaking after that fight. I took a bit of a breather. I turned off suicides for this next Tiger fight. And I'm thinking, okay, at least I'm in my comfort zone now. It's Tigra against a Hulkling. Yes, it's rank 5, but I'm not worried. I didn't even put on an advanced power boost because I didn't think I would have it left over for the next fight when I had to apply suicides. But I've taken this fight before without an advanced power boost. It should be fine. Yeah, here he throws the special one immediately. That's perfect. And yeah, I just need to bait one more heavy. No, doesn't throw it. Here I get my special 2, and I thought I was far enough away. I throw it into his block, and then the falter hits. Oh, and I eat a combo, and then I get clipped by a special 1. I manage to get out of it, get clipped by again. I clip out of it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, that was a string of lucky and unlucky because I think it was an input issue when I got hit in the first place, and then I just kept clipping in and out of his hits. But there I managed to get a special 1 off before falter comes. I get back to my special 2. I light him up with this. I'm spamming that special 1 button. Get me out of this fight. So right there, that is another fight where I definitely should have died. And I think I forgot to edit out this part. That's fine. But I go into this fight, and I take a little bit of a breather. I stop the recording to put on the poison suicide again. And here, I have this Korg on node 49 hazard shift. And yeah, first mistake that I keep making here is I'm throwing my special 1 while he has rock stacks. Pretty much everything that Diablo does is non-contact except for 1 hit of his special 1, and I keep throwing that into his thorns. I was trying to figure out why I was taking so much damage, and I realized it about now, but I think I throw a couple more into his thorns as well. Okay, so rough start, but at least I've mostly evened out the health bars now. And yep, here's another special 1 right into the thorns. I'm like, damn it, Wes, you gotta stop doing that. Oh, there's a combo because I activated Dex. Oh, there's Dex again, but throws a special 1. Luckily, whenever he's aggro like that, threw another special 1 into his thorns, bro. Gosh, this was one of my worst wars in a long time. Just like throughout the entire war, consistently bad. Anyways, I decide not to pause those poisons. I need to heal up a bit, learning from, what I should have done in that Mags fight. And hopefully I don't throw another special 1 into his thorns. But here, get him to 5 so I can do a full combo and then throw the special 1. See, I'm learning. Look at me go. I've practiced this special 1 Dex a lot, thank God, or else I would have died. Here, I activate Dex with him not being... and then I hit his block, but luckily he throws a random heavy and gives me an opening to, work my way back into this fight. I've taken off his rock stacks again. I'm just spamming this special 1. I animation canceled intentionally that time, when I should have to pause those poisons, but then eat another combo. I'm just desperately wanting to get out of this fight. I don't even punish that double medium because I don't want to get parried because that's instant death at this point. I know this combo will probably finish, but let's drop the special 1. Oh. Wow, reliving that was actually not as fun as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, a crazy war. I was supposed to be taking the Apocalypse boss as well, but I took myself off of it. I said, I can't handle the stress of this. I'm already low on items. Mistakes against that fight are going to be so much more costly than my other ones, so my buddy Oakley took the boss with Scorpion. He actually had an insane fight against him. You'll want to check that out. I'll try and figure out how to link his channel in the description. Because, yeah, if you thought my fights were crazy this war, you should see that boss fight. It was insane. I watched it right before making this video. But yeah, crazy war. We did really well. Just sucks that we lost. And yeah, it sucks that X-K9 has to shell. Matchmaking would be totally different around this time in the season. But it's whatever. Anyways, that'll be it for this war video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.